Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. It is Terrific Tuesday. We thank God for the wonderful things He's doing in all of our lives and how God strengthens us and keeps us day by day. And you know, when God is doing great and marvelous things, you got to tell everybody about it. I hope you won't keep it to yourself, but tell somebody else about His goodness. Today, look with me in Revelations, the 2nd chapter, verses 8 through 11. On yesterday, we talked about the church of Ephesus. Today, we talk about the church of Smyrna. The church of Smyrna was one of those churches that we find in Asia Minor. How God had told them, this is the message for the one who is the first and the last, the one who was dead and now alive. He tells us, I know you're suffering, I know your poverty, but you are rich. You know, it's amazing for us to understand that God has taken us through something in order for us to be something and more than we ever thought we would be. God tells to the church of Smyrna, He says, I know about your suffering and I know about your poverty, but you are rich. You know, it's amazing sometimes we focus on more of the negative than we do on the positive. He tells us, don't be afraid when you're about to suffer, because the devil will test us. The devil will throw some of us into prison. The devil will do all sorts of things. But no matter what he does, you have a crown of life. He writes to the church of Smyrna to let them know that everything that you've been going through, God is preparing you for something that you can't handle right now. Oh, I remember that beautiful song that says, God is preparing me for something I can't handle right now. You know, God allows us to go through moments. He allows us to go through intervals in our lives where it appears to be difficult times. Well, you know, it's almost like this. Whenever you're trying to get gold to its purest form, you have to burn off all the impurities. And that comes through and by the fire, trials by fire. The church of Smyrna had to go through some trials by fire. They had to go through all the tempting, all the testing, all the tribulation, because God was trying to bring them forth as pure gold. You know, my brothers and my sisters, in this life, sometimes you and I will find some difficult situations and circumstances. We must understand that when God is taking us through something, it's because He's preparing us for something that we can't handle right now. When God allows us to go through difficult times, times of trial, times of testing, times of tribulation, it's only because He's helping us to become our very best self. Today, when you and I find ourselves going through trials, when we find ourselves in awkward situations, we must remember God is allowing this to be a moment that we can prove and test how powerful His Spirit is in us. You know, when an obstacle comes our way, we must hold up our heads high and say, hallelujah anyhow. God, I knew this was coming, and I know you're going to see me through it. You know, God wouldn't bring you to it unless He would see you through it. Always know God is going to see us through every trial, every situation, every circumstance that we face, because greater is He that is in us than he that is in the world. God has something powerful to do in us, with us, and through us. We just must put our faith and our trust in Him. The church of Smyrna needed to understand that as they went through this was only preparing them because God was saving the best for last. I want to remind you, God is saving the best for last. Whatever situation you find yourself in, whatever struggle you find yourself going through, always know that you're going to get to the other side, and God didn't bring you here to leave you alone. Always know that you're exceedingly and abundantly blessed. And in this year of 20 and 23, God has a blessing for you bigger and better than you ever thought it would be, because you are exceedingly and abundantly blessed. And take the Lord with you everywhere you go. And I look forward to sharing with you again on tomorrow.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.